Now let's go to Black Lives Matter. People understand and have sentiment towards the sentiment, but the organization's ripe with problems, including members of their own organization having a problem with it. Turns out the local chapters are not getting any of the zillions of dollars that are pouring into those who want to donate to Black Lives Matter. And here's a statement from the 10 local BLM chapters. Here's a quote. Since the establishment of Black Lives Matter Global Network, our chapters have consistently raised concerns about financial transparency, decision-making, accountability. Despite years of effort, no acceptable internal process of accountability has ever been produced. You know, it turns out they're not getting any of the money.
Yeah, look, a lot of black conservatives like myself and a lot of other people, we got blasted earlier this summer when BLM Inc. became this big thing, and we knew exactly what it was. And when you've been around the block a couple times, you see what happens with these large organizations. Now, Black Lives Matter Inc. has gotten billions of dollars in corporate donations. They got money from, I think, Bank of America. The NBA was spreading out the logo and all that stuff. And what it was the entire time was it was a couple of people at the top that are making a lot of money exploiting brain-dead white liberals and telling black Americans and having them believe the lie that racism and police brutality is the biggest factor in their lives. And what we're seeing right now and what some of the people that are doing the work on the ground are seeing is that it was all a joke. This was about enriching a lot of people at the very top, or a few people at the very top, at the expense of exploiting the pain and suffering of black Americans. And it's unfortunate to see, but I think that we're going to see a lot more of this stuff as more people get clued into the BLM Inc. agenda.
And the whole thing in the big picture is that people thought, the Time's Up Foundation with Oprah there, everyone said, I'm going to give money because they have a daughter, they have a mom or somebody, their sister, and it's time for women to be able to break through. It turns out none of the money was going to anybody, maybe $200,000. The rest goes to management. Then you see the George Floyd, and you think, I want to help. How do I help? Well, write a check. Use PayPal. And then you find out that none of the money's getting to the people that need it most. It's discouraging for organizations that really do want to help. Final thought?
Final thought is, you're absolutely right. Look, BLM Inc. is basically what we're finding out right now. It's basically a grift to help benefit a couple of people at the top at the expense of the mental anguish of so many black Americans that really buy into the nonsense. And I think it's really unfortunate, but it's a good thing if more people are waking up to this.
Rob, thanks so much. Appreciate the perspective. Meanwhile, you got it. Meanwhile, Black Lives Matter Global Network, we reached out to them. They did not respond to us. So we'll let you know if they do.